on a bench that can show you how to do it with, if you don't have one of these buffers, you can do it actually with a drill, and I'll show you how that's done. Okay guys, well, let's say you're in a situation where you don't have access to these high-speed buffers. One of the things that you can get is you can use your common drill, your handheld power drill. This is just a 3/8 inch drill. This is nothing fancy. Hell, it's a companion drill, and it's got a chance. We can reverse the direction on it. So that's fancy, but and it's got a lock on it, and that's important. I'll show you where that comes in. But basically, you can go pick these up. I got this. I think this one's one from Harbor Freight, and this one, it's not as good of a wheel as I would like, because the way it's sewn is it's a sewn wheel, but it's not a spiral sewn wheel like some of your more are the better ones are. So that's a sewn wheel. The one I have on it, I mean, it's worn, but it's a sewn wheel as well, and it's stiff. We'll have to put some rouge on it. It's just a little bit different handling process. What we have here is we got our blade. Now we're going to do the black side, and I've just got a little worktop that we're going to use, and what I do is I put 2 pieces of leather. When I was living in an apartment doing all this kind of stuff, I didn't have room for all this equipment, so I had to make do with what I could get. And one of the things I learned real quick is in an apartment you can't leave stuff out, so you had a little patio to work on, so you could only do basically do what the landlord didn't see. So what we did was I created a microwave cart type of setup. See if we can put some light on this so you can see what's going on here. And I put a top on it. So anyway, there's the blade, sharp ends down here. Let's move this camera back, and I apologize, I really wasn't prepared for all of this. So one of the reasons I like to use this drill is you can get a simple vise, you can use some C-clamps, and you can also get the drums, the sanding drums in the different sizes, so they're great for doing contours on handles. So that being said, we're going to get some white rouge here and your drill. And what I do, again, you wear all the safety gear you can find. I like using the mask, I like using the goggles. This is a little bit noisier than the others. What we want to do is determine your rotation, and when you're rotating, you want to make sure that your rotation is coming off, not feeding in. Okay, you want to go off of the edges. So we want to come down and hit this, and we can either turn the drill if you don't have a reversible one, or we simply hit the button and reverse it and come back and do this, and then we can come down the blade as well, and making sure that the rotation is going out off the tip and not into it. So just a little safety idea, but let me show you how this works. So we got our rotation going this way, so we can run right off the end. You add the rouge, and we can just come right off the edge. You see, I got it. See how it bit? When you do that, you're going to screw up the blade. I've screwed up a lot of them. But basically, you can kind of start to see how this thing takes shape. This method, because it spins slower than that high-speed buffer, will take a little bit more time off the edge of that. But you can definitely see it come in. You can hand sand this with like 220 grit paper, regular sandpaper, and hit it with this buffer and should be really pretty. Yeah, you hit the edge of it and it goes down. What can happen is not only can it bite and push back in out of your hands, but you can also nick all this with the chuck and cause all kinds of damage. So you want to be really careful with this thing. But as you can see, or maybe you can't. Let me see what the camera's got behind it. But as you can see, you just loosen your grip here. I like using leather on the C clamp, but it's already got some notable reflective properties, and this just kind of thins out the coating. So you know, this side's a whole lot better, but we're obviously getting there. So we're making some progress, and this is the side we did. As you can see, where we ran the wheel, buffed that. You know, it's shiny there, and it's starting to shine up here. So it's just going to take some time to do it, but guys, that's how you do, you know, some either if you don't have a lot of gear, you can do it with a common power drill, or if you've got access to a buffing system, by all means, that'll get it done quick. So anyway, hope this was helpful.